Back time.
All right, same position. John's gonna get good, tight side control. I'm gonna let him wiggle himself in there so that I gotta work my way out of it. My knee's up, I get that elbow down. John's gonna give me a little pressure here. He's not gonna just let me get that hand in there. Okay, it's his choice how much pressure he wants to give, especially once I get the frame. Okay, he can push down on my arm all he wants, choke himself all he wants. I'm not gonna do the work. Okay, so I gotta get that inside elbow. That's the most important part. If I'm having a hard time just pulling the elbow down, I'm gonna shoot my other hand to the sky and make space for my inside shoulder. Okay, if I try to turn into him and pull that elbow back, okay, where I'm putting both of our weight on my inside shoulder, that's not gonna help me get this elbow down. I need to move my right shoulder that direction. To do that, I need to turn my shoulders in a little explosive motion. Here. Okay, to make myself space. If I just turn and try to push into him, I'm not actually pulling my right arm back anymore. Okay, so I'm trying to make space like I'm doing a shrimp, right? Pulling myself away. Fight that instinct to always drive force with force by making a little space, right? My hips can lead. Now, once I make that space, now I can put that pressure in there, get my frame. He can push down as hard as he wants. It's his choice. Okay, but that'll give me space to get my underhook. I'm gonna stomp and throw, come up, right? I'm gonna run behind, just like I just did. Now, John's not just gonna flop down like we did last time. He's gonna be looking for his underhook, just like he should, right? That's where he's gonna wanna go. He knows he's already lost the position, so he's gonna set up his defense. So as I start to limp arm out, he's gonna come up with his underhook. I'm gonna press on his face. My free arm is gonna dive under his, grab the back of his head, and I'm gonna pull it in towards me. So my hand pops out behind. All right? My thumb goes to the back of his neck. My free arm is going to go from the back of his head, diving underneath, and I'm looking for my own bicep. Underneath. Wipe the back, hand under my chin. My butt comes to my heels, and I pull my elbows in towards my body. All right? I'm lifting my elbow. Okay, if you're squeezing it, it hurts. Person on the bottom, tell them, because they might not know that. A pain tap is still a tap, but we don't want to hurt each other if we can help it. That makes sense? You notice how his hips started to come away from me, right? So a lot of times when I get to this position, it's called a Darce, right? A Darce choke. When I get to this position, I'll actually step up with that rear leg and encourage them to hook me, right? Because in side control, a lot of times people, just out of reaction, they look for a half guard. Right, so I'll step up and encourage him to go get my leg. And if he doesn't, I'll go actively pull his leg underneath me so he can't move his hips away. Right? Punch him in the face, tuck, tuck. I pull my elbows in, lift my elbow. Cool? So I'm going from the bottom, up on top, dive, wrap, squeeze. Elbows in, butt down. Questions?
Can I see the whole thing from start to finish one more time?
Same thing. I'm going to get nice and high. All right, if you want to put a little shoulder pressure, go for it. John might have to deal with it. I'm not going to be that E. All right? Work your way through the motion. I'm not trying to stop him, just giving him a little resistance so he does it right. I'm already looking for my underhook. So I can strip out. I'm going to post on my head. Dive underneath. Diving underneath my neck. Now you see how deep my elbow is? Right? He's not up under my armpit. So he might actually let me turn to my side. Okay, almost like I got that leg. To get his shoulder even deeper, his right shoulder. His head should almost be on my back. And then he's gonna tuck my head. All right, look for his bicep. Wrap it up. Step two, one down. And finish. Questions? If it hurts your neck, it means you're actually too deep. Your forearm is cutting into the muscle on the side. I gotta let it rotate so it's cutting off that artery. Forearm, yep. Whatever I said, I meant forearm. So, toe, big toe, ear, whatever. Sweet.
So the person who's getting Darce's forearm, or?
No, a person doing the choking.
Correct.
Yep. Choking neck, yep.
So that's a result of a pinching, not like a pulling in, right?
You notice pulling in. If the arm right? His arm is still wrapped around. If I'm Darcing right here, there's some space, and I tend to get a little bit more cranky here when the arm's wrapped. But if I can get the Darce on top, where I get my chest on top of this, I get a little bit more crunch. Just my personal thing. If I get here, laying on it, then it's not as pinchy. And that's where pulling the elbows in is so important. Because even if he's got his underhook, pick a side, either side. So even if he's got this underhook, I'm trying to get his ear to his shoulder, right? So as I tuck that in here, if he's got that underhook, he's keeping it strong, I want to pull my elbows in to pull his neck to his shoulder. I'm not trying to pull his shoulder down. Does that make sense? And that's where hooking his leg can be even more of a help. Because now he can't run away. So when I curl that and I bite, now I pull everything into me to pull his head into his shoulder. Okay? As opposed to trying to push his shoulder down. Yes?
Yes.
Si, senor.
All right. Play with it. We'll see what we run into. All right? 1, 2, 3.